Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash digital, digital, the dash digital. Run it up, digital, 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 digital. Stepping like Marty McFly, stepping I feel like the guy. I got them looking like why, I never doubted me why, I never doubted my guys. You know you in it for win, I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend, only the fan of the kin. Only my wife and my kids, that's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends, had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win, you know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold, I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb, I spend like I've been broke. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash digital, digital, the dash digital. Run it up, digital, 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 digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm just trying to feed my kids. I'm just trying to keep my way. I'm just trying to live my life while we get rich. Mind my biz. Money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a run and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash digital, digital, the dash digital. Run it up, digital, 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 digital.
Damn, feeling lucky. How about most streets? Us two in these streets. Diamonds on my feet. Caught up in these talks. Circling my head top. Should've been more cautious. Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before. Made it out of 11 more. Like my phone CoinEx, so I can't stop. I want it all. Listen up, I'm calling you. I need you to tell the truth. Remember when you wanted to. Remember that I said was you. Turn around, eat your greens. When you fight, but you do real clean. Then you come to the bed and you love real dirty. Everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring it, let me get your juiciest piece. Can't remember when I had the same please. The shops of the club never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? Wanna eat these centerpiece? Where we gonna go? You're gonna eat these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees. There's no way to dream. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. There's things about the boo. Sneaking up on you, there's nothing you can do. There's things about the boom. I lose control when you do it like that. And God, you love when I go mad. Got you at the perfect time. I was watching it. You know
Check, check, 1 2 1 2.
Me and my girl, we do cardio. I run like Mario, cause stress likes to cardio. But that catches party on. I'm a Gemini, and she's a Scorpio. But that don't cross the minds when we on the cardio. Bet you wanna peek, bet you wanna see something. We don't wanna give, we don't wanna give nothing. I'm a Gemini, she a Scorpio. But that don't cross the minds when we on the cardio. Cardio. Yeah, like Super Mario. Yeah, when we on the cardio. When we on the cardio.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
That girl on that pole distracted me. I pushed the wrong buttons. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with the Road Dog. My name is Lane and I am just a dude on the internet with a face that looks like a scarecrow. And if you're thinking about taking financial advice from me, maybe you should think about your life choices. I'm just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. It's not what we do. Not what we do. What we do. We do. We like all things crypto on this channel. You need a safe place to store your crypto. Dog DAWG will save you 10% off of a Tangem wallet. They're so cool, man. You can actually carry this in your wallet. Use it with your smartphone, NFC enabled smartphone. Man, the things you can do with this, and nobody can get into it. Really cool. The market's a little bit of a mixed signals today. A little bit of green, a little bit of red. And Bitcoin is just hanging out here on this 1 hour time frame. And could it be an M pattern? Could it be that dreaded top saying, hey man, it's time to go down? Well, you know, been kind of watching this, kind of get these moving averages off of here right now. Been watching this trend line for a while. You broke it. You know I don't like that. But the cool thing was, it didn't keep coming down. It actually came up, and it may be making a higher low from here. I don't know. It may just continue to drop. So I'm kind of eyeballing this little trend line that we started establishing over here. We got this major one, and now we got kind of like this secondary trend line forming here, which, you know, I'm always looking for the channels too, right? Channels within channels and channels outside of channels, and just I'm looking for those angles because I think they can tell you something. Tells me the price might come back to 50,800-ish if we come back and actually bounce off that. If that does not hold, well, I'm looking for this big Fibonacci we had here, 618 Fibonacci retracement, got marked with the yellow line, to hold about 48,830. Road Dog, your microphone's off. This is when I need to come over to the chat, man. Say hello to everybody, man. We got DP in here. Straga's in the house. How's it going, Straga? Dave, I have not yet found a sign for you. I found one, but it would get lost. Hey, there we go. Trade Intuition. We got Joe in the house. How's it going, Joe? Joe is a fellow YouTuber. Was an admin over on a successful trading group. They have parted ways, and they left their most valuable commodity, in my personal opinion, because when they brought Joe on board, they actually made it from just a mediocre group with old, outdated videos and, you know, just posting setups every now and then. It was, I don't know, kind of akin to what I've got going on Telegram right now, but only you had to pay for it. But when they brought Joe on board, it looked like, you know, they're actually starting to do something. They were starting, you know, actual videos and regular basis, like screen shares on a regular basis and things like that. And they actually kind of updated some video, just really cool stuff. But Joe's not going there to help them with that, so Joe's doing it on his own. Check out his channel. Trade Intuition. How's it going, Joe? And we got Dave Forget. How's it going, Dave? What's up, Dave? Avid's here. Road Dog be thirsty. All right, so here's what I'm looking at on for Bitcoin. I mean, we got a chance to come down. I'm not looking for anything very severe, and because we made it past that 618 Fibonacci area, that key level there. I mean, I know he's got some areas up here. I'm still eyeballing this area on 58,000 as a possibility when I kind of zoom out. And now my chart gets all kind of nasty because I've done things on smaller time frames. Making it above this key area is kind of big. And if I had to draw a line there, it would actually be a little bit lower than, you know, where we are. So I'm looking first for this area about 48,700, 48,800 to hold first. Just that being the Fibonacci area, because we broke above it. If it holds, then, you know, we can still start climbing to some higher areas. If we lose that area, then, you know, that puts us in that probability of coming down. And if it loses that area, it kind of breaks back into some trend lines that we were watching, which puts us into patterns, which kind of means that we would probably be coming kind of a lot more down. So we don't want to see that. So here on the weekly, that's holding kind of nice. Get to a chart that's maybe not as cluttered. Oh, wow, this one's not cluttered. You can see a little bit better here. So yeah, the 48,800, 48,700 area, as long as that holds, especially in the bigger time frames, that's great. It's looking good for the other ones. Looks like the 3 days might have already cleared that area. So that's kind of nice. I like that. When you look at it this way as being in, you know, the channel, and I got that channel just identifying bottoms here. Following that angle, which will not cooperate with me, and just moving it up to where it kind of finds support and resistance. And it does kind of right through here. And it looks like we broke out of it, found support on it again, breaking to the upside. Now we could take a measure move. We've already done all that and met all those measure moves. What just, and a possibility of looking for some more up, as bullish as that sounds, you know, it kind of bullish right now. They can fake us out. I think they want us to think that they're going to fake us out. That's just my take on it. Don't believe anything that I say. I'm just a guy with a scarecrow face on the internet. But would I be surprised to come back to 48,800? No, I wouldn't at all. And I'd kind of like it because I might want to pick up a little bit more Bitcoin or swap something over a little bit, because the money that came in here, the money that left here with the ETF stuff when Grayscale and all that was selling off, 30 days later came back into the market here. Now, just thinking on a bigger scale and kind of comparing this to what we saw last time, I mean, if the bigger money's coming in and putting their chips in these areas, it's unlikely that we would see too much of a deviation from that. In fact, as the bull market progresses and then we go through it and come back to the bear market, this area about 45 may be our bottom-ish area. I was kind of speculating around 30 or 35, but the fact of them doing that kind of solidifies this area as being a strong support area now. So I want to see how it plays out. But what it's doing for our altcoins, though, that's what I'm kind of concerned about more than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to be fine, man. We got Bitcoin dominance that should be doing the same thing, falling out of this channel and coming to the downside. And if it comes to the downside and Bitcoin either stays stable or, you know, even goes up, altcoins are going to do really good. But we got this trend line that we're fighting with here, and we could get rejected, and that could be a little downside for altcoins. And I'm really looking at that. And I think that's worth watching right now and taking a look at that on just a bigger time frame. You can probably see what I'm talking about better. Now, if she overcomes that trend line, that is bullish as all get out, but that's like Christmas, you know, this Sunday morning or something. I don't know. It unusual if that were to happen. Could I say that? I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, it could rain $100 bills tomorrow from the sky, but that doesn't happen normally, does it? So that trend line is kind of an issue, and the fact we haven't made it up there. What I think is that we could have, you know, kind of a week of bouncing around with altcoins, but eventually gotta get rejected there and come back and probably retest a few areas, lose a you know, a few about $20 billion on the markets. That's just what as a probability that I could see could happen. Otherwise, I got a measure move up here at 585. Will we hit it? I don't know. You'd have to ride it up there. You know, and this could go on for days or, you know, weeks. So just keep my eyes on that. But right now we get to take advantage of it because, well, money's coming into altcoins. Backs are going up, and I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I'm not really looking at jumping in on projects right now. Maybe if they're at a, you know, still a bottom accumulation, I might nibble at them or something. But I've been basically just kind of I've been buying stablecoin. Is what I've been doing. I've been getting not a whole lot, but you know, building that bag of powder on these big old green candles. I'm kind of, you know, seeing what I can take out some. I'm not really worried about buying anything. I'm not getting that FOMO. I'm kind of thinking on the opposite side now. And he's like, it's hey man, looks like a good payday today. It was green. Everybody's coming in. And look at Caspa up to 18.2 cents. Now that's one I've not been selling though. That's when I'm actually trying to even still accumulate as it goes up. Take a look at Caspa. Casper. Man. Look at that. Can we just get a clean chart? How about over here? Oh, this was the original. I don't know about you guys, but I just can't help. I just can't help the feelings that I get when I look at this chart. It's just beautiful. The way that prices, they just go up and up. I like how that price just flirts with the top of this line here. Pressure just starts building up and pulling up. And is it going up? Is it going down? I don't know. I want to buy it here. I think it's worth buying. I got to sell here. And it just builds up over time until it just explodes. And you get the volume coming in. And, ooh, you just ride that ride. Well, you know what? I bet if we turn on our moving averages over here, shame on me for turning them off. We riding right above that 9. Ooh, when you ride above the 9, everything's fine, baby. I like the way you riding it, Caspa. Because you show me you know how to put a hurting on the market and on the bears. Ooh, anybody trying to short you? Oh, you made them pay dear for that, didn't you? Oh, but those are you riding with you though. Oh, baby, you sweeter than honey. I like what you're doing, Caspa. I think you can do some big things. You the talk of the town. You know where you walking the walk, girl. Just keep doing what you doing, cause baby, you sexy. What? You wasn't thinking it? What? I just said it. You wasn't thinking it? Really? They don't have a diagnostic term for this illness yet. He does something sexual with crypto. I don't get it. That needs a name. That kind of perversion needs some kind of name. He's a cryptophiliac. Oh, we got Grimmer. How's it going, Grimmer? Grimmer says CTI. Let's take a look at CTI. Did we ever determine anything for Caspa, or did we just kind of just look? That's the air shot we had with some crazy ass measured moves. Where'd you come from, baby? Was you the crazy ass one? All right. Well, you got to put that. We got to adjust that little guy to the breakout. That's kind of important to do that. So about 21 cents coming out of Caspa. I can go with that. I'm cool with that. Let's clean up this chart a little bit. She's just in a channel until she's not. And golly, man. And if you look at this, it looks like she's trying to break up to it. Kind of wedgy-ish. Especially if you go candle bodies. She might be doing something. Might be getting a nice quick move up to 21. The move from, we talked about, I think on the other chart, we had the 17 and 18 cent areas marked out. It was like a fib area that she get caught up on. And I know that's what she's doing right now, but 20, 22 and even up to 20, right around 25. That guy is good targets on Caspa. So good things to come for Caspa in my personal opinion. I'm going to flip on Elliot because I don't feel like doing it. So it's worth looking for a wave 5, but that 5 can go up, you know, a bit. Actually, if you're counting this, Elliot, I just like to play with Elliot. I'm, you know, Elliot still got to prove some things. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, there's this thing about this, the Elliott wave. If you do the wave 1 and 2, if you do an extension for that, the final move should be about a 361 Fibonacci. Goobity what? Just draw the trend line is what I'm saying. But actually that number did get hit, 18.2 cents. So I see why I'm understanding why Elliott does this sometimes. All right, Elliott, let's see if you're right or not. Hate it when he's right. But you know what? He's not always right. What if this was the 1 and this is the 2 and then we got a big ass 3 up to here? He doesn't know. It's all a little subjective. But it's fun to play with. I play with it all the time. Even in public on YouTube. Just pull it right out and play with it. I like those fibs. We're looking at CTI. I got distracted there. Squirrel brain. CoinTrendz. This interesting project is one of those DeSci projects. Clinical trials with blockchain. Very use casey-ish. I liked it myself. So still looking for it to regain this area of the 3.7 cents there. We're following a few little trend lines. Get those off of there. See what we're zooming out here because it's always so much better when you zoom out. Hey, were you looking at something like this? Yeah, that's kind of weak ass, don't you think? Not a fan. All right, so you know, got this kind of a roundy, flat, bottomy shape here. Just leaning up against the wall a little while and kind of stuck. Bart Simpson's butt cracking, came in back for another cheek there. ultimately, it looks to me like it could possibly be making up a big old double bottom, which would give a huge measure move to much more upsize. I'm just guessing about 15, 18 cents just looking at it. But that's neither here nor there because we're not there yet. It's got to confirm, baby. It's got some work to do. We would love to see it do something like this to confirm it, but then it's got to stick up there. Unless you want to see it come down and do that again. But basically, I'm just saying this isn't a good accumulation area. If there's something that you really want to stock up on for the bigger moves, this is a good area to do it. And we can tell that when we take our fib retracement, swing high to swing low here, and we're under this 236 fibby area. If you're buying below that at a bottom like this, yeah, you should be all right. You should probably be the smartest duck in the row, really. And that price is what, 226? Just a little bit less than where we are now because we kind of broke out. Nice little scalloping here, came back, touched to the bottom there. This is just a greater accumulation level until we kind of move up. And like I said, there is a double bottom pattern here if you want to go by that. They seem to play out very well. It's just ends up just being a big old giant channel when you look at it, and it lets you double up a 1-to-1 move. It's basically all it does. It takes you up to 14 cents. That's where that hopium, if you're trying to look, do I want to be in this long term? Does it look like it's got promise? And I'm going to say if this were to work out, which, you know, it's got fair probabilities to do it, it'll just take it a while to confirm. And so that's what, 7x? Yeah, it might be worth. That's why I'm messing with it. This is how I think about things. No guarantees. But you know, that's not all, because it went way up high before. We're just looking at what it's been doing during the bear market. Well, this one takes off with the use case, and as blockchain gets more popular, you know, could be looking at some higher prices. That's why I got this little middle ground fib area, 618 marked here. It's 24 cents, and then you know, go from there. It's got a wick going all the way up to $1 though. We're sitting here at what? 2 cents? Oh, no. Sounds pretty cool to me. For those of you who don't know what CTI is, where are you? Hey, let's look over here. CTI, CoinTrendz. Let's look over on let's see what Tokenmetrics says about it. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Trader, it's trading very well. Strong buy signals there. Getting a lot of volume there. So kind of neutral on the investor side. Fundamental grade's got 45%. Technology grade 33. That's surprising. This thing got a circulating supply of 83 million. Market cap is 2 million, so it's down there. I mean, if it turns into something, buying down here at the bottoms, but then you got the risk, you know, is it going to actually pan out to something? But as new minister, faster, safer, smarter, currently efficiency issues in clinical trials are costing between $600,000 to $8 million per day and are significantly delayed in delivering US to patients in need. It takes a play on that with blockchain technology to take out all the little red tape, the stuffy that's going on. Sounds kind of cool. Deep dive it. Maybe a little before its time. Maybe. I don't know. Will that affect its performance? Maybe. But you got a lot of speculation. Depends if they got a good marketing department behind them. Really, if you want to know the truth, that's the biggest mover that you'll see that moves coins in this market. Sad but true. But nice project. I liked it. I've got a little bag of this to see what, you know, why not see what it does. And if it's gotten to $1 before, even on a spike, it at least gets us a price point that we can kind of measuring against anyway. So reaching a quarter of that, 24 cents from 2 cents. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I like to talk about this one because when I saw this little guy, it was, oh, where was I? I saw this one at a juicy price, but then I got it on Uniswap and then I got screwed on it and ended up paying a lot higher. So I saw it at 13 cents, but I had to buy it like at 18 cents. But now this little guy's doing nice and take, well, you remember this, Mark? You know, I know is that there was that little fib line. I said, I know, look, it looks crazy until that one day when it hits it and could even go above it. I was being stingy with that one. I didn't put the other ones. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price will go. That's my 272, baby. Yeah, it doesn't always. It's a good one. This is definitely a good starter one. I'm just telling you. Just a throw out easy thing. But depending on some other stuff depends. But look, it went all the way up to the 1618er. That I don't see that very often. That's a nice strong ass move, and it's probably as high as it's going to go right now. Just to be honest with you, you're pulling that little guy. We're probably topped out. So if you're shorting, hey man, that would, you know, seeing it hit these levels up here. Ain't telling you what to do, but that's usually if it's going to be a top, then that would be an excellent place to short. Just throwing that out there, not just on this one, but anything. Just say it. Well, now we got to start all over because all that stuff played out. Now what? Good Lord, it's humongous. Now we can go from swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. And you know, we're always going to eyeball this 618. That's just the given. That's the little sweet little spot in the middle, just where we could go. And so we always eyeball that. Doesn't mean that it's going to stop there. Doesn't mean it, but you know, we just kind of take it for granted that, yeah. Sometimes we take it too much for granted. Oh, it's going to come down to the 618 and bounce from there for sure. Well, we don't know for sure, but just 67 cents could hold. If it doesn't, then we look down to this next little zone right here, 50 cents. If that doesn't hold, we kind of say, I'm out, because it can't get, it could just get better, because that'd be breaking a trend line. We don't want to break a trend line. We got to respect those trend lines. We come down too far, it's like, I can't enable this behavior anymore. You've got to turn your life around. I have to cut ties with you. Billy? If you got that, I don't know what to think. Alrighty. Could it be? Gosh darn it. I mean, it looks crazy, but that's how that works. If you see one of those foremen, they're fun to ride as long as they stick in there. He said stick it in there. One of these days I want to count how many voices are talking to my head. Right now they move around too fast and I can't count them. Alrighty, so it should definitely be getting rejected here if it just wants to go to the moon, and I'll throw my hands up and say, oh. But by all things natural in the world, it's kind of like there's no more air up here and you need air to breathe. There's no more air up here for you to breathe. And unless you work a miracle, man, you should be coming back down to earth. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So we got some little fibby areas right here. I did not mark, sadly. Boom. And I think those are good places to look to try the nibble in. I like to kind of catch it as it bounces off this trend line. So it will take a little patience for ARC M, but it did very, very well, which kind of tells me I think I already moonbagged you, didn't I? Note to self. Stricken says, futures I found is more for tax harvesting. True Daredevil says, I'm scared of that word tax. I feel you on that. DP says, some of my bags are waiting for the other ones to catch up. And yeah, that's worth noting. And you'll see that. So here's what I found. And I'm just telling you, that's part of my motivation for peeling out some. Moonbagging what I can, but even things I'm on profit on, I'm just, like my MexC account, it's mostly just degen trades. It's not anything that most of them are not that I'm seriously accumulating, although I'll start accumulating from there and pull them out to another wallet. But most of that stuff there, I'm not really, gung-ho about. So I'm pulling out profits as I get it. Because what you can see is that it ebbs and flows, and you'll see one go up. Yeah, it looks awesome. Cool. And another comes up, but as that one's going up, your other one's going down. And if you pulled out some profit, and you kind of solidify those gains, remove capital is how I like to phrase it, especially at tax time. That seems to be how, you got to make it real. You got to make it real, or you're just going to ride them all up and down. So. And that's kind of what you'll see. People go in and out of winners to, one altcoin into the other. They're playing the trading game and doing that. And if you're just holding it all, do it all, and not having some kind of plan to solidify those gains, even if you're just nibbling on the way out, and you don't have to sell your whole position. And at this point in the market, I advocate that you don't, because you'll look back and kick yourself many months down the road. Oh crap, I sold it all and it did a 30x. I'm a dumbass. You don't want to be that guy. You want to be like all these other guys who really didn't have a clue, just held on and were like, oh my God. And then later like, well, yes, I've been doing this for 15 years and I looked at it very hard, and I've seen this happen many times. So I calculated my risk and made that move, and I just took those gains because I planned it all ahead. And by the way, I have a trading group, and if you join it, you can learn exactly to do what I did. I don't know, you can do that too. Truth is, most of the time everybody gets lucky because nobody knows what the hell's going to happen in this market for real. Hey man, you guys heard of Octa? She's kind of hot. I dated her sister one time. Hey Octa. All right, so she's like up at $1.08. Clearly not the time to buy. What you doing, Octa? You doing some crazy stuff here now. So did you bull trap, bear trap? We had a buy zone down here, which is just wicked in here. Wicked into the buy zone, but that really kind of tore it up if you slide it out here. Turned out to be a pretty good buy zone after all. She went right back up into this trend line, and that's a mega bullish to me. Did you complete a channel, Octa? That's what I want to know. I'm just going off two trend lines back here, and what happened? Let's see if that angle tells us anything here. I think we got a little something there. I'm getting a little bit of a bite, feel a little bit of a nibble. That would make sense to me. A bear trap slap you to the top of the pattern, the channel that you're in. But then I would look at that as being the tops, and man, you need to come back to halfway or somewhere. In other words, you do for a pullback, baby. So I would feel comfortable pulling the fib out in public. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. And Dow Theory says, you want to look for that 50% area. That's 92 cents. Sound effects are free of charge tonight. 618 fib comes in at 83 cents. I kind of like that one. So my strategy on this one is like, this is too hard to get into right now, baby. Why you want to do that now? I'm on a daily time frame. We don't buy tops, man. You pull out them Bollinger Bands, and if you're like way above it, clearly you missed the move. The move was happening when they squeezed together. For those that you do not know about Bollinger Bands, the only reason I don't have them on here is because, well, I've got too many things on here. Love Bollinger Bands. But when they squeeze together, that lets you know that, hey man, no. Hey. When I squeeze together like this, you get ready, all right? That's the signal, man. It's gonna pop off, all right? All right. I'm gonna go. All right, just let you know, all right? All right, yeah. As soon as you see it go up after that, all right, yeah. All right, we all going together, right? All right. As soon as they get together like that, you want to watch for an explosive move, one way or the other. Look, doesn't always have to be up. Look, you got squeezy there. And sometimes poop goes downhill, and sometimes it splatters to the upside. That was a nice move to the upside there on Octa. I'm not in this one, but if I wanted to be, I would look at those two areas right there, 92. My lines disappeared again. What's up with that, man? 83, and then the bottom of the trend line. This little guy's gone there. Striga says, I think all the exchanges should paywall using futures because I'm basically giving away to charity at this point. Futures, yeah, they will. They will get you. The best moves that I found. I mean, there's strategies for everything, right? And you got the range trading strategies. And Jason Casper likes to do all the range trading strategies and good systems for that. But the ones that have always worked for me have been the big move when you catch the big moves. But when they start leveling out and going sideways and choppy, that's when they get me. They get me every time, and they started to get me now. So I just had to pull out. I think, but better lose like just $2 and see that thing go in the negative for something big. So I hear you on that. So over on Big Unix, yeah, I have no trade going on. This was the main account. See how you're holding up over here. Spot's doing all right so far. Still at 161 on futures there, which is up a whole lot than where I drug it down to. This is the other guy right here. How's he doing? Did we lose a little? We're at 191, so this is my 100 to basically 1,000 challenge. Then try to take that to 10,000, but don't get too far ahead of myself. I gotta get it up to 1,000 first. So we did one that way. I'm gonna try to do another one. I got to do this 3 times to kind of. That's just my game plan. That's my goal. So I got to check in on these little guys, make sure they're going all right, because the market's kind of turning against me. But my play on this one is to play the slow play and actually trying to build a slow position, but I don't have anything open right now. I think I got my stop losses were in order to take me out in profit. And maybe like catching the falling out man to look at this again. Actually, I'm going to re-examine that. Well, the 1 hour chart, right? All right, so nothing exciting going on over there now. So kind of going sideways in the market. So as these altcoins are popping off, and that's just been my game plan. I've been taking profits on here and there as they get up. I mean, I know that there's a pop off in the AI movement, right? And let's talk about that for a moment. And I've got a little graphic over here. I put it up in the group. What's going on there? What? Stop it. Where are you, graphic? Yeah, this little guy right here. Artificial intelligence ecosystem. These are all the AI coins, and AI has been popping off. It did this about a year ago, right? It was awesome. AGIX went up like 68 cents. Everything was popping off AI related. It was beautiful because Chat GPT came out, right? Well, so recently they've got a newer, I forgot the name of it, Solus or something like that. It's regular sector has got some good AI news, just like they did last time. We're feeling the effects in crypto. It's not going to last. I'm just telling you, it's not going to last. It's another pumpty pump. And I hope I'm wrong and say, you suck, road dog. You didn't know what you're talking about. But I'm just saying, man, when you see these things cycle, it kind of makes you think, yeah, you definitely want to pull this. I don't want to ride this down again with AGIX. You want to keep going up, do it, baby. I still got some left, but come on. So, you know, the only one that I'm actually watching and maybe trying to, I'm not peeling off profits is quick on is Fetch AI. Kind of watching that one, but all these, we're feeling the effects of these. All these have been moving, seems like. AI and layers, gaming, security, DeFi. AI is everywhere. Everything is AI. Everything is AI now. So we got that thrown up over there. What else we get to put up over there? Largest Bitcoin whales gobble up nearly $13 billion worth of Bitcoin in 2024 alone. Lots of bullish news out there. Here is what I thought was interesting. Is it this time? I didn't mean to do this, but yeah, this is kind of cool. All right, we'll do this now.
For those of you out there that have been hitting
Yeah, that's quick enough. All right, so thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hey, can we do this? All right, cool. So if you've been watching my show, you know, on the weekends, I'm always looking for retail coming into the market, right? Well, the Daily Huddle says smaller retail investors begin to appear to crypto as market stage comeback. So, as a Bloomberg report said that small mom and pop investors are starting to creep back into the market. So the first signs are starting to pop up that they're coming in. So that's going to be awesome. We want to see that. That's what's really going to pop our bags up. So you definitely don't want to be thinking about getting out of the market or selling off the majority of your bags, especially your HODL bags, your long-term bags just yet, because we're just turning on the lights for the party. The guests haven't even got here yet. The party's not even started. That's just the band setting up on stage. Okay, don't freak out. They look a lot like me, but they're okay. It's still early, and there's a lot more money to be made in this market. So don't get out all the way too early. Don't do it. Don't advise it. I'm not an advisor by any means, but I don't advise it. Even if I was an advisor, I'd still tell you don't get out too early because it's just stupid. You don't want to be the stupid one, do you? Don't be stupid. Nobody wants to be stupid. That's mad to be stupid. It's even a stupid word. Stupid. So guys, hear about this coin. I think we talked about it before. It's called Ocean. Like Ocean's 11, but without the 11. But anyway, it's kind of going up. She might be getting up to like $11 in one of these days because, man, look what she's doing. We talked about it, and then it talked about other stuff on, you know, it did its own little thing there. It kind of said, hey, is that all you want to give me credit for? Yeah, watch this. Huh. Yeah, I'm worth a lot more than what you said, road dog. Huh, heck that. Ocean has an ad. I just tell you what the charts are saying, and you know that Ocean's got an attitude. But he's kind of, I don't know. Why are you from the Bronx or something? Where you from, Ocean? Is there an ocean over it? Don't look at me that way, dude. So cool deal. I've got too much crap here. Turn the Bollinger Bands off, baby. All right, so there's no need to keep these little lines on here because they've already played out. We're taking a possible measured move there to put it in a breakout area, which takes us up to this area at $1.05, which by golly, we might actually make it. We talked about the possibility of coming down and bouncing off of 64 cents, which, by golly, she may be going to do it. We need to see that somewhere in this, maybe even where it is. I mean, if you want to get technical about this trend line. I feel like we did do this last night. Okay, that's why it's feeling so familiar. So seeing some really good things out of Ocean, possibly dropping back 64 and shooting up to 105 could be coming from Oceans. I want to zoom out to weekly time frame here, just to look at the indicators. Oh, look at there. So we got the bullish cross here on the MACD and the histogram. I liked it. I'm not even in you though, Ocean. All right. Talking about one that I mean, it looks cool. See what you're doing here. Because I think you got it looks like you got a good chance to come back down here. Okay, come on, baby. Come on. Come on with your bad self. Come on, Ocean. Give me a place where I can get in on you. I'm looking for 64 in that area. I mean, she could drop down lower, but I really don't want to see that. So I want to see her come down here and bounce off of it. So we're following that trend line and lost that and tested underneath that. I'm going with that. Yeah, 63. So I'm going over to, on this one, it's my MexC. Or are you over on Big Unix? I think you are on SPY, right? Or we could do futures if you're over on futures. Or we can do futures if you're on futures. Or we can do futures if you're on... What's up, man? Come on, dude. All right. Sometimes you have to repeat yourself 3 or 4 times, I guess. Are we not trading here? Your own live show on TV, your own live YouTube. Looking for the camera, darling. And you don't have it. All right. Cool. Spot. Oh, you got it here? Okay. Start that little guy. And I don't have very much to work with here, but I feel comfortable doing this. We're just going to set a little limit order in there. Take a little nibble. A little nibbly. That's 63.4. Ideally, I guess you get some flack on that. You say, are you trying to catch a falling knife? Or you could say, hey, I'm trying to limit in on a swing trade. Because I don't want to sit here and watch it all the freaking day. I could set an alarm, and maybe I would pay attention to the alarm. Maybe I wouldn't. A lot of the time I do not. So for me, what works is a strategy where I can set orders and just kind of let them go. So I try to find something that's not going to just kill me. And if I nibble here, if you go lower, I can nibble more, building my bags. If you start going south, I can just call it quits. You start going the other way, I can nibble in some more, build in the bag, singing a song, side by side. So that's what I'm looking for Ocean. Success. You put an alarm up, man. So she can go to 105. If I can pull that one off, was that 60? Where you gotta go? Ooh, if you can just go up here to the 618, man, 125. I don't know if I'm patient enough to wait for that, but if it did that, I could moonbag it. Perhaps it goes to $120.5 and I can pull out 25%. Get a good little chunk of my capital back out. And if it drops down lower, I could even add back in, or just, you know, wait till we get higher and take the rest of my capital out. If I get something out. The hot one called Pixels just out. Everybody's talking about it. It's the bee's knees. You got to get some. If you haven't got some, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why not? Everybody's getting it. All the cool kids are doing it. Are you not cool? Don't you want it? Don't you want it? You need to get it now. You should have got it yesterday, or you should have got it right up here at the very top. That's where all the cool kids bought it. 56 cents for Pixels, whatever this is. What are you, Pixels? CoinGecko's not going to tell me. I'm pretty sure of that. CoinMarketCap might. Pixel, what are you, man? What's up, Pixel? What you got to say for yourself? A lot of pixels out there. Are you the right one? The one I'm looking at is like 56 cents. You're 57. $440 million market cap. Yeah, you're kind of getting up toward the middies. The midi levels, in my personal opinion, I think that rise increases like every market cycle, but you know, you're no spring chicken right now. 440, you know, you've been around the block. Don't wait. You know a trick or two. I'm just saying. Maximum supply is 5 billion. Total supply is 5 billion. 771 million in circulating supply. So there is a lot that can rain down on our heads to So you got basically about a $500 million market cap, and if all these tokens were in circulation to maintain this price, you would need $2.8 billion market cap. So it's a little bit kind of overvalued, in my personal opinion. Nonetheless, what the hell are you, man? All-time high was 68 cents, which was just 12 hours ago. All-time low was 16 hours ago, and it was 46 cents. It's been plastered everywhere. Binance probably got it started over there. Gate.io, BingX, OrangeX. Okay, so I probably can't get it unless it's got an Ethereum contract or something like that, and I was just desperate. I bet you got a lot of VC interest in you, Mr. Pixel. What's up with you? Pixels explore a new type of gameplay. Oh, it's a game, because those never get bored with or tired of. I mean, everybody still plays Pac-Man, right? It's like DeFi Kingdoms, which looks like Zelda, where communities come to life. Pixels is building a platform where users can build games that natively integrate digital collectibles, create fun, memorable experiences where your users truly own their progress. I'm sure it will do fine, but it does not seem to me. When I see these things, I just see VC money grabs. They know how they can get people enticed in this, and it's just, come on in. Yeah, here. You want tokens? Here, buy all these. We've got plenty in our wallets. Maybe I'm being harsh, but I bet they all got Lambos. If they don't, they will shortly. All right. All right, so what is the hot coin, and she's up at 56 cents, and you know, there's a lot of millions and millions and millions of these that will be unleashed on the market, and what's it going to take to keep 56 cents afloat is basically the question. Swing low, swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. I thought, don't buy until you come down to 29 cents. And then you may not feel as big of a sucker, because if you buy it now, it could look juicy. It could. I mean, it's at a fib level where it you know, technically it could keep it doing something. Technically. Not enough information here to really make that assumption yet. Below the non-moving average, that's the first sign I would look for, and I'm on the 1 hour chart here, so. She starts breaking above it, staying above this 236 Fibonacci. Golly, man. Seriously? Dude, you might reach like $1.09, and it sounds crazy, but. Or 93, but I would expect it. I really wouldn't, unless there's just a big old bunch of hype. Is it worth it at that price? I would. Look at me, I'm editorializing. ASTR, you guys remember this? She had a nice little pump up to about 19.5 cents there. Oh, did you? Oh, yes, oh, yeah. Look at that. That wick went all the way up here to this. Where is the 618? That yellow line is a 618 Fibonacci. And it hit it. And then came all the way back down, and then we hadn't quite make it back up there again. But it did hit it. So it's one of those instances with the Fibonacci's. I mean, you got this high probability of these lines being hit, but you just don't know how. It's kind of like when you're praying for something, you know, you expect an answer, but you just don't know how it's going to come. And sometimes you're kind of scared. It's like, I would really like this, but you know, I would really hate for a bunch of crazy stuff to happen for me to get it. I'm just saying. So I'm still looking at 22 cents for a star. However, since we're talking fibs here, that was an area that it just blew right through it. I don't even think that's going to be as resistance. This isn't time when you can actually get rid of that fib and then go from swing low, swing high. Tell me where I'm going to buy. Oops, I moved it by accident. I meant to grab this. And of course, looking at the 618. Notice how this one, the 618 has confluence over here. So if you were to use this method to draw, you know, your little horizontal support lines, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times you're going to find confluence with Fibonacci and these supports. I don't know. Ask Da Vinci. He understood all that crap. Guys over here talking. We got Nope. What's up, Nope? True Daredevil and Knockstar CV. Hey, 5 million Bitcoin short. Well, that's ballsy. Trade Intuition. Love the FA. I appreciate that. And we do like to look over. Well, I like to see what we're getting into. But it is just a little, you know, a little cursory. Crypto Rich, RST Rainy. I'm guessing that's a coin. RST. Nope, I guess I'm just tripping. Yeah, I'm just tripping my balls off. Okay. We've been looking at Cartesi lately because, I don't know, last week she was looking kind of hot to me. And I think Tokenmetrics was even, maybe that was what gave me the first sign up. I can't remember what it was, but I can't remember if I was scanning, or if I saw it at Tokenmetrics, but I saw something hot in her. She looked like she was getting ready to make a move. And by golly, did she make a move? And where am I on the 5-day? Let's go to the weekly. And why not? Let me get some of these little buy zones off of here, because clearly number go up. She's at what, 30 cents right now? I've got to, we're looking at about 37 cents, and that's the butt crack of this double bottom right here. If you learn anything from this channel, it will be anything that's implanted in your mind. It's going to be double bottoms. I'm just saying. I will teach you subliminally and you won't even know it. You will have no idea. You'll never know what's going on. You'll never. All right, so back on point. So if you can see the butt cheek and the other butt cheek, and then we got a line on top of it. So basically we got this big ass channel, right? Well, I think we've taken that and taken that measure move from there. So that tells us that if this completes, and hopefully if we flag out above it, that would be the best sign. Meaning that, price continues up, probably staying underneath this trend line because it kind of looks like it's being rain on our parade. Or say it's rain, it may be something else. If we can come up and stay above it and flip it, all the better. Sometimes you see them come below. That's not the greatest. They can turn around, but they usually got a little bit of a pullback before they do it, if they do it. The worst time is if you're trying to play that in accumulation and you have to sit through another big old leg of accumulation. That sucks. Don't do it. Dude, don't do it. It's no fun. Been there, done it, didn't do it. Can't recommend it. You like pain, dude. I'm saying, you like to be beaten? Yeah. And you twist the nipples, man. Spank it. Yeah, not for me, no. Couldn't do it again. Nah. Nah, dude. So I like the idea of it coming up there and then eventually getting to 62 cents, and it can do it. Cortesi, man, she makes some gains, and she's hit up to 170 before, sitting at 30 cents right now. Something to look at if you've been in it. Here on the weekly, we got money flow coming into the green. That's probably the best sign that you can have on Market Cipher right here. That's the biggest thing, because when that moves, the whole market moves. Oh, right. We never did get to go through all this, did we? I got squirrel brain today. Hey, this was a very interesting Twitter post right here. That's why I pulled the news thing. Here's what's going on in crypto. I thought this was good. Layer Egg put this out, and I thought it was really cool. We're talking about so much. It's going to give us content to talk about tonight. All right, what happened in crypto in the last 12 hours? Pixel, Pet, Mint, and Guild System. Are you going to tell me about? Yeah. Okay, so he breaks it down in here. He kind of gave us highlights, bullet points there, but here's what's going on. Starknet to distribute 40 million Stark for liquidity program starting February 22nd. A lot of people pissed at Stark because, people don't like trying to get geared up for airdrops, them being left out to dry. They kind of puts a sour taste in your mouth. I felt that way about Sweet. That's why I don't have any. Wish I did, but I don't. It's our emotions involved. Aptos Supervillain Labs partnered with Aptos, released Villain's Idol RPG demo end of February. For all you boomers out there, RPG means role-playing game where they pretend to be the little guy on the screen. Yeah. You remember? Hey, you were in the 80s. All right, yeah. Alchemy Pay integrates Alipay HK, Dana QRIS, and Gcash into NFT checkout. All this nerd speak, blah, blah, blah. They're doing something, so number go up. Alt Layer secures 14.4 million in a round co-led by Polychain and a VC hack and Hack VC. BNX space building game project Matthew set for IGO Binary X platform on Mars. Blah, blah. Chili's, this might be worth. Chili's announces partnership with K-League. Dimension launches modular liquidity layer and embedded AMM automatic market maker. Likes me in DM. That was a juicy airdrop. That has to be, I think that's the best airdrop that I've had so far. It ruled out Osmosis. It ruled out Uniswap. Biggest one for me, although I think some people had some big ones with Tia, which I did, but I missed it because they had to get it by a certain day or lose it. So I lost it. That sucked. Gearbox Protocol launches a leverage engine airdrop point strategy. Mass Networks Bonfire Unit ignites a $100 million fund for decentralized socialized networks. Pixel gains pet mint and guild system update is scheduled for next week. Trust Wallet launches Swift, an account abstraction based wallet, on February 26. Japan's Ministry of Economy seeks to allow certain VCs to invest directly in crypto. Hashtag $Jasmy ASTROAS. Arweave's Hyper Parallel Computer at AO the Computer Testnet set for launch on February 27th. Please like and retweet. I can like and I did retweet. I retweeted the tweet I did. Elon, you need to keep guard. We call it Twitter. It's tweet. And I know it makes no sense, but neither does X. And we can't use X as a verb. It's hard to use X as a verb, but we can use twit and tweets. We'll do Twitter X. Can we compromise? A look of panic scatters across his face as he struggles to find the buttons leading to the next section, the content that he will be discussing tonight, as the sweat rolls down his brow and he struggles scrolling effortlessly, endlessly through pages and pages in bewilderment, not knowing what is coming next. Woohoo! Did we take a look at IOTX? Shit, it's falling back a little bit today. Hell, ain't stopping you though, is it? I'm on the weekly, man. You still up there, IOTX? 4 hour, you're dropping back. Okay. When you look at it on the weekly, it's like, what, seriously? That's nothing. Well, you kidding me? That's nothing. Well, back in my day, we carried the pocket knives to school for show and tell. And no problems whatsoever. You can't do that these days. No. You go to a reform school. Do something like that these days. Well, I used to we'd ride the bicycles without a helmet on. Who would want to have a helmet? You look like you at the dork, you're going to get beat up. Trying that helmet crap in my neighborhood. What's wrong with you? Slap some sense into you. That's how you get hurt riding these things. You get beat the crap up. These days, don't know. Everybody's wearing those nutty looking helmets. That's why I don't ride bicycles no more. I don't want to look like a nut. I think we did look at IOTX. Sora AI. Yeah, that was the AI thing. That's got our AI sectors blowing up right now. Day pieces, take us to school, Road Dog. Oh, preach it. He called it an ass chat. Oh, I need to stay. I wish I had a way that I could put the chat where I could see it on my screen, because I have to look over here to see what you guys see. So all the graphics, like if I accidentally leave them up and stuff, I can't see it at all on my screen. Sadly enough. Guys, got anything you want me to take a look at? Go ahead and throw it in the chat. It's 11:43, so technically I've been on over an hour, so technically I should be banging out here. I've got list upon list of things that we have talked about and haven't talked about, but so I'm not really trying to buy much of anything. And if anything, what I want to do is, as I pull this money out, or this capital out, a lot of times I would have a habit of wanting to immediately put it back into something, right? Yeah, I'm breaking that habit. I don't like that. That doesn't seem to work out very well. Because, you know, you're all carrying still in this whole minimum section of the market. It's better to have that capital just put it aside in another wallet, save it for a whole entirely different incident, or else you'll get caught up in, you know, take your profits, put it into something, and then it may go up or it just may go down, and where'd your profits go? I thought you're supposed to make money. Well, you know, it's another way to watch things go up a little bit and go down. So if you actually pull it out and put it somewhere separate, it makes a difference. Definitely something that I'm applying differently this cycle around, and I'm liking it. It's making a difference. So Synverse, we talked about that. I got bags of Synverse. She's making a nice little comeback today. She's what, at 0.12 cents? That's good for Synverse. Well, that's a little guy. Was up to about 0.19 cents, and that was what, November last year. That was a good run up too, coming from 0.02. Great come up, right? Synverse is a really cool gameplay. That's a 6x in that short amount of time. Sounds awesome, doesn't it? Unless you were buying up there, and then you drop down 60%. You're probably not a fan anymore. But right now, she's getting a nice little bounce. We got a couple of things going on. AB equals CD move, if you want to look at it that way, but also bounce off the 200 moving averages if you want to play it that way. Lots of different ways that you can play this market. And what you're looking for is just confluence. You're looking for a couple of things that say the same thing. A little confluentiality. I think that's a word. I don't know. But anyway, number says that 0.015 cents, so a penny and a half, even up to 2.5 cents could be coming. Doesn't sound like much, right? Until you realize that's 113% move from just right from where we are right now. Maybe we're so ready for it. This thing was up to 79 cents, right? All right, I thought I saw this on another chart. I may be wrong. I was looking at this on another chart. And imagine if it got up to 79 cents. Synverse. Interesting play. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I do want to see the tokenomics on it. Because they're at a $7.6 million market cap. They are still tiny. 1 billion maximum supply, 1 billion total supply. 62% of that is already out in circulation. So, I mean, I like that. That's one of the reasons why I like it. And then when you check on it and see what it is, Trey cool, man. Trey cool. The first R-rated metaverse. And they have yeah, there's some gameplay in the background. It's like GTA, man. Grand Theft Auto. And you can build your empire and do all kinds of wild stuff. It just seems like a cool thing. If there's a game that somebody would want to play, this kind of game is what they would want to play. Oh, look, Crypto Banner is mixed up with that too. So it's just interesting, but that's one of my plays that I've had a bag in for a while. And I'm actually looking for it to come up. I'm looking for this area about 3 to 4 cents. Waiting for a while for it, but 2.5 cents will definitely get my attention, and I will probably move some Synverse over to the exchange at that point. 3.9, I will definitely be moving some over to the exchange at that point too. Right now, I'm just waiting for the number to keep going up. Took a little bit of profits that I was building from way back down here. Why not? And ride this puppy out. True Devil says, wondering when to take profits. That's something you got to figure out yourself. But I mean, I like to find points. That's why I like to chart it out ahead of time to give me ideas of where to take profits. But when things are up like they are now, it feels wrong to do it, but that's usually one of the best times to, not that you have to close your whole position or anything, but something, and pull it and put it away somewhere to show that, hey, you got something. That's just what I recommend. It's what I'm doing now. So before the show and after the show, I mean, I'm going through here trying to find things that are up and just doing what I can. Because, I mean, my bags have been bumping. And last time they were up this big, I was like, yeah, I like this. And I knew I should have took profit then, but I didn't. And then we had our big, huge drop. And, I mean, I'm seeing like 15% drops maybe more. And now we're back up and even more. Yeah, I'm definitely not riding that down again. No. I'm taking something with me. So I'm holding on to my biggest bags. But yeah, like I said, there's nothing I'm really looking at jumping in on unless I see, we've come across a few things that are still kind of like they're in their bottoming sections, bottoming periods. A few of those are kind of speaking to me, or something that's still just in accumulation that I might think about. Like, what was it you looked at earlier today, Joe? Was it Zcash? That looked interesting. Joe had a live stream. I think it was today, right? I get my days mixed up. But Zcash. Let's go to the weekly. I mean, look at this. This is where it was before, back in 2019 and 2020. Before it ran up from like $20 all the way up to $300, right? Now we're back at those same levels. Now it's not out of accumulation, and it could continue here for a while, right? Yeah, and that's what I've got. Like technically, by the way I'm looking, well, you could also do it from here, make it a little bit more local, I guess. That actually makes more sense. Kind of narrows it down to right here. If I pull a fib from that's a little high. I like those 236 fibs. Like, just kind of help you spell out the accumulation zones. So that lets me know that if we get above the 3178, could be looking for a turnaround, making the higher highs and higher lows out of that until we come up to 63. That's another kind of level. It does the same thing on a bigger scale. Same situation apply. We need to get above that. We got a couple of those areas to get above, but dang, that's a pretty juicy come up just getting back up here to this area at 64. So basically what I'm saying on something like this, ooh, it's tempting to get in on the bottoms because this is the best place to accumulate. Take that risk. And if nothing else, I mean, think of it this way. When you get things that are at bottom, near bottom, even though you technically don't know where the bottom is, that's why we take a risk. But think about it. What if you did your risk to reward? And you know that this line right here, $18, that's as low as it's ever been. And if it goes lower than that, well, you can pretty much kiss your butt goodbye. It's probably going to keep on going lower. You don't know if it makes a lower low than what it did over here. So if you can get a stop loss below that, what I'm saying, whether you do a stop loss or not, your risk to losing, the probabilities are more on your side that it's going to go up than it is just to crash and go down. It just is. And if it does, I mean, you can put some tight stop losses and say, oh, that looks, I don't want to go past this point right here. And the good thing is, well, considering how low it is, it probably won't. You're probably cool. And it's, eventually it will be up only for a little while. And that'll be sweet. And that's when you can see money triple, double, quadruple, get those X's, 4 or 5 X's in, and, over time, pull your capital out on the way up and just let that little baby ride. Yeah. And then as we get these big old green candles in the market, you got a moon bag over there. You just kind of, oh, today looks like payday. Ooh, take 5% off today. Throw it in the bag. All right. Carry on, fellas, man. I'll see you on the next big pump. Oh, market pumps again. Oh, yeah. We'll have some more of that capital. Or profit by that period because it's a moon bag and it's all pure profit. You just got this little growing bank account that it's ATM that you just keep pulling cash equivalents out of as this market moves forward. It's pretty cool. Trigger says, I forgot my time went up a little bit. Is time moving? I thought I saw that it was. She needs to move a lot more. Man, I've given her a talking to. I'm giving her plenty of talking to. She needs to get that point. Don't think I won't climb your ass again. You said ass. I would 22? Yeah, all right. Maybe that pep talk did you some good, girl. They call me Road Dog, the Coin Whisperer. Ain't nobody call you that. You call yourself that, dumbass. Shut up. They call me the All right, so this is as noisy as all get out right here, man. Trying to draw a trend line and all that chop chop. She's kind of doing like more of a symmetrically trying to triangle-y. At least I can look at it from here and say that. And you guys know what I think about them. I think they are the most reliable, unreliable pattern out there. And they just, no. No. Hates them. I call it the rabbit run. I don't know what everybody else calls it. I can't explain what happens. Sometimes the market just doesn't go where you want. It's usually what you hear when you're dealing with these patterns. Because it can break up to the upside, so yeah, it's doing our, and then it'll come down here, and then it'll come back up here. It's the rabbit run. The rabbit runs across your headlights. That's what goes on with this pattern. A lot of times it kind of makes a range. I've noticed that a lot of times. I'm not a fan of them. And the only way I found to trade them is just to let the X cross out, and they kind of respect those trend lines and to figure out what the hell it's trying to do. Usually ranging, I've found. But if they got a trend line and it doesn't fall to the outside of it, sometimes that can be the one that gets the bounce to the upside. So I'm looking. That's about the best of the insights I can give to the dreaded symmetrical triangle. It definitely fills out that pattern. I'm not a fan. But if she can get a bounce off of here, let's do it, baby. Let's make it happen. Time, you need to do this, baby. Everybody's counting on you. You can do it. You is special. You is beautiful. You is kind. You is smart. You is intelligent. You can do it. I got faith in you. You can do it, Time. I know you can. Get above that 200 moving average. Maybe just straddle it one leg over the other. All starts with one step. Whatever motivational thing you need me to say, baby, I'm saying it because you need to get off your ass and do something. I'm tired of waiting on you, Tom. You and QNT both. Speaking of which, QNT, where you sitting at? $110? 109? Can you, what? For real? Do you like being in the back of the class like this? I mean, I get it. Are you from privileged family or something, right? We have the white paper on parchments, you know, and peer reviewed and whatnot and such, you know. Yeah, you can get off that damn. You stay off Tinder over there is what you need to do. Start focusing on what's going on, man. I'm telling you. You're supposed to go up to $1,000, and I ain't seen you doing it. All I do is seeing you sitting on your sorry ass, not doing nothing, hanging around $100, man. Come on, what's up with you? People count on you, man. You done it before, or at least you say you done it before. I don't know. Maybe you faked it. Maybe that's not real price action there. Maybe that was heavily influenced. Are you a poser, QNT? I mean, what's going on? I mean, I'm looking here at prices $421, and here you are sitting at 110, and I'm supposed to think, oh, wow, if I'm patient with you, wow, maybe I can 4X. I mean, and you got Caspa that's like at 18 cents when it was, what, a half a penny. What's that, a 30-something X from just me talking? You people are starting to say you suck, QNT. I'm just throwing that out there. People are saying it. I didn't want to have to tell you to your face, but that's what they're saying. They're saying you suck. You're never going to be anything, man, because you just... They think you're drinking on the side, man. They think you got some kind of problem. They think you got some kind of issue, and you lost sight of you doing things, the wrong things. What do you have to say about that? Well, my stochastics are pointing to the upside. I'm trying. You're just a whiny ass, man. Come on, man. Look. Even MacD crossed out on you, man. Said, man, I'm done. I can't hang around with this dude anymore until he figures out what's going on, man. I'm just gonna hang out. QNT, man. I need to see something. Show me something. I'm tired of talking to you, man. I think you're a deadbeat. You like that renter in the house, man. Won't pay the rent. Come up with every excuse in the book every month. Come on. Let's do something, QNT. Jeez. Trey says hot potato pattern. That's funny. Check out Drip House. Pyth just made a channel there. I don't know what that means. All right, guys, the time is it's midnight. I'm about to turn into a princess or a glass slipper or something. All right. Guys, I'll be back again tomorrow night. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you can, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and do all that cool stuff, because that helps the channel grow, because we are a small channel. Just to show you what it looks like as being a small channel, look at this. But I do have a few more subscribers, and thank you very much. Every one of you count, and hopefully that will grow. 1,255 for the almost 24 months that I've been doing this. You would think they would, I don't know. But your help helps. I appreciate you. I'll be back again tomorrow night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Make some money, man. Don't forget, FOMC is coming up Wednesday, so market's going to be kind of crazy. Don't expect to see too much going on, some craziness. You know how they like to do. They play games. Thursday should be probably kind of interesting. Next week is what I'm really looking for. See you guys tomorrow night. Try carefully, make that money. Pay yourself. Where's the buttons? You're a boomer.
I don't always like videos, but when I do, I always prefer Road Dog Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet high off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my vibe, that's my candy on my wrist. Bad habits.
Good night, John boy.
Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk my way. Come on, play the thief, freak it dog.
Oh, John boy.